Hello, welcome back to my midnight confessional. I am once again out Uber Eats driving, and it's a slow night, and so yeah, I thought I'd give a little update. I have decided, and I've seen this pop up on my feed like for a few years now. It got really popular, and also I've tried it a couple times and failed. But as part of my, New Year, try new things thing, I am doing Veganuary. Yeah. So I'm going vegan for the month of January. And so right when I graduated high school, I was actually vegan for several months. I don't remember why. Can't remember if it was, I think, just for funsies, or if, I don't remember why, actually. Anyways, that's beside the point. So, I know I can do it, but throughout the last, 10 years or so, I've tried, a 30-day vegan challenge or Veganuary a couple times, and did not make it through. I get 2 weeks in, and then I cheat. And then, once you cheat, what's the point of, going back? That's a bad mindset. So, that's what I'm gonna go for it this year. And I got my mom to do it with me. So, strength in numbers. That'll be helpful, which is good since I cook for my mom, all her meals. So it's nice that I don't have to cook 2 separate meals. That's handy. Yeah, so I'm about a week in to, a little over a week. What's today? Yeah, about a week and a half in. And it's interesting. Theoretically, you could just eat what you normally eat and just swap out, meat for meat replacements and dairy for dairy replacements, or nix it or whatever. But my brain has convinced me that I have to try a new meal every single time. So I spent a lot of time on Pinterest the last week or whatever, looking up recipes and stuff. But so far, so good. I do like to cook, and I like to try new things. And there's definitely a few recipes that, a few meals that I'll make again for sure, even when I'm not vegan, or maybe I'll like it so much I'll stay vegan. You never know. The grocery store. Oof. I forgot, but also remembered, but also kind of forgot how expensive it is to have a dietary restriction. This little pack of Beyond Beef was $9. And I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna be eating a lot of canned beans for our protein. And also not a ton of options at major grocery stores, or I don't know if there's just not any out there. Been to Walmart and Safeway and Albertsons, and yeah. And what would be really nice actually is if they just had a vegan section where because the vegan food is, all the vegan meats and stuff, because it was kind of a pain in the butt actually, because practically, I mean, I get it, you have the fake beef with the beef, and theoretically, but when you're only looking for, I don't know, I found it a little frustrating and a little annoying to grocery shop, just because everything was, kind of didn't know where to find it. And there's a little section in the produce where there's vegan meats and stuff, vegan hot dogs and stuff. So you'd think that all the vegan meats would just be there, but they're not. So you have to go find them. They're not next. Yeah. So that was a really long-winded way of saying that grocery shopping was a little frustrating, and expensive. And I thought living, when I lived in Spokane, and I'd done vegan before, and when I attempt to do gluten-free, because probably have some level of gluten intolerance, but we'll explore that later. I had there's a natural grocers, which is obvious, a natural grocery store. So, and I thought living on the west side of Washington, where there's, obviously a denser population, and tends to be a little more liberal. I thought like specialty grocery stores and stuff and restaurants like that would be like super easy to come by, but I'm trying to find like something similar to that grocery store, because you know they're gonna have more options, you know, because that's what they specialize in, and I'm not finding like any, so that's annoying. Like maybe I need to go up into Seattle, but that's, I don't know if you've ever driven through Seattle traffic. Not trying to do that. Hoping to find something closer to home, and I just thought there would be more in the bigger metropolitan area, and they're not. So I'm on the hunt for like a natural grocery store specializing in like dietary restrictive food, like vegan, gluten-free, stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, it's going good. That first night though, I was up at like 2 a.m. and I was absolutely starving. Like, I didn't eat any, like, I ate as much food as I normally would throughout the day, and it was good food. Like, I fancy myself a pretty good cook. And like, I hit all, you know, the food groups and stuff, carbs, you know, proteins. We had like protein replacements, like chickpeas and, you know, fake beef and tofu and stuff like that. Like, so like I hit on, but it's that thing where like you tell yourself you're not allowed to have something, and then like your body and brain freaks out. So like met all my food requirements for the day, like enjoyed it, but my brain was like, but you weren't allowed to have dairy or meat all day, so you're obviously malnutritioned, malnourished. So yeah, I was up at like 2 a.m. going, I'm so hungry, I don't know if I can do this, but it's okay. I evened out. Yeah, so far so good. Although, as anyone who's vegan knows, the fast food options are limited, which is, you know, good in one way because it saves, you know, money and is more healthy, I guess, but like super annoying. Like, I feel like all fast food joints should have at least one like option that could be made vegan or like, you know, like a vegetarian vegan option. I feel like they owe that to the people. The people want it. So that's a little annoying, especially since I do drive, you know, my job is Uber Eats or whatever, so like when I'm working all day long, I'm out all day, and, you know, don't necessarily want to, you know, pack a lunch to eat in my car. It's not super convenient sometimes, and it'd be nice to be able to pull through a drive-thru and get like, you know, a burger or like some Beyond chicken strips or something. It'd be really nice. So, but now I'm just complaining to complain, I think. But I am interested, and kind of a side tangent, my mom, so for those of you who don't know, I moved to be with my mom because she's having some health issues or whatever. One of the problems she was having was that her stomach, like every time we ate, she felt like something was eating her stomach, like she was having a lot of stomach pain or whatever. And she said to me the other day, she's like, I haven't had that pain in a couple days now. So now we're exploring the idea of maybe she'd been tested for lactose intolerance before when they told her she was borderline. So now I'm thinking that maybe she's not borderline anymore. So like we're exploring that idea. So this could be a life-changing event. Maybe not for me, but for her. If, you know. So like you just learn things. You know, when you try new things, you learn new things. And it's a challenge, you know, when you're used to eating a certain way and you're used to certain flavors and textures, and obviously you have to, you know, think about things you eat a little more often, like, you know, this package of something, like I never thought about it before, but now I gotta read the ingredients, but you learn new things. You learn new things about yourself. You learn, you know, obviously I'm learning new recipes because, you know, have to try something new every day. And you learn about your body, you know, like who knows? But yeah, that's my intro to Veganuary. I'll post another update at the end of the month and give my final reviews on Veganuary and, you know, how easy it was or how challenging it was, you know, goods, bads. I'll let you know if my mom's stomach feels better, because, you know, maybe that's what, you know, some of you need. Maybe you just test it with elimination. We're gonna, you know, reintroduce dairy at the end of the month and see if her stomach pain comes back, because, you know, according to the test, like, she's just borderline, so she shouldn't have severe stomach pain after eating, but she did, and now she doesn't. So yeah, so thanks for watching. I will let you know how things go, and, you know, we're gonna see what happens next.